How are you all doing? Thanks very much. It's an absolute joy to be here, and it's a beautiful environment that's been cultivated within and without. It's glorious. The history in the place, you can feel the energy. It's a joy. Not a bad life, travelling, meeting like-minded individuals and getting to sing in places like this, So. Did you think I was going to play a bit of AC/DC the way he's going on? Christ. These are my songs. This first song, In and Amongst the Cobwebs, is called Cobwebs. I'm off to meet an Estonian girl by the Panama Cafe. I'd give up the cigarettes if she asked me. I'm obliging that way. There's a wino barking at the pan flute player by the top of Jervis Street, urging him to get a range on bed, but I smile at the irony, and the air today is moist. Oh, it's heavy with rain. Feels like I'm walking through cobwebs. Oh, long story short, she informed me of my flaws as the Russian doll smashed against the bedroom wall. Come away from the window ledge, you'll catch your death of cold and you'll be no use to anyone. Come away, come away, come away from the window ledge. You catch your death of cold and you'll be no use. Be no use to anyone, least of all me. And the air tonight is moist, heavy with rain. We'll play a good cop, then we'll play a bad cop again. Feels like I'm walking through cobwebs again. Hey. Oh my God. Thank you. This next song was inspired by dream sequences. And one such sequence consisted of me having pints with James Dean. And James Dean, the icon, 50s icon. And he informed me that he didn't want to be an icon, he wanted to drive a train for Ian Road Aaron. And fair enough. And, so if you'd like to experience such dreams Maybe Leodin will be able to sort you out with some high quality cheese before you leave. Stabbed me in the chest like the pimp Prudence knife into poor wandering Beckett under a mother of pearl sky. The back of the wall I bawled, cursing all in reel and rhyme, feeling out of sorts like a road sweep dressed up to the nines as the multicolored kite over shoulders taking flight, and the local matador gives 2 fingers to the girl next door. We had a dream that James Dean was alive and well today, looking for the quiet life, working for Irish Rail, and in me father's clothes with a bloody nose I sang, isn't it so sweet? But by the slot machine there's James Dean out cold beneath my feet. Then the disciples from the street, they all burst into open doors, and the creaking of the chairs and the running down the stairs, pure ecstasy. The circus master smiles, pointing his finger at the mime. I hear the distant call of a boy named Paul who was taken before his time, and all the precious stones of the mongrel's bone entice me, you silly child. Hey, you just run on home, for your tea's long cold and your mother cursed you blind, and the back door man feels wrong, switching off when signing on, and the double-jointed teeth wins an award for pure indecency. I had a dream that James Dean was alive and well today, looking for the quiet life, working for Irish Rail, and he found his clothes with a bloody nose I sang, isn't it so sweet? By the slot machine there's James Dean cold beneath my feet, and the disciples from the street, well, they all burst into open doors, and the creaking of the chairs and the running down the stairs, pure ecstasy. I had a dream that James Dean was alive and well today. He's working for Irish Rail. Thank you. Let me just get. I'm just putting this down a little bit in the monitors, Dave. It's just a bit bassy for me. So it's always the way. I'm going to start wailing soon, you see, and I'll blow myself out of it. Play that there now. What? Not so bad. So we'll see how we get on. Round of applause for Dave, please. He's here all night. Some man. This song was inspired by a book I came across in my grandfather's house about Dundalk during the emergency, World War II rationing. And the images in that book inspired this song. So it's a note to the past. It's called The Good Old Days. Won't you meet me down by Barrack Street, where the sailors all come in to greet their family? I heard an old one speak of the emergency, hiding cold under a baby in its prime. That's where my mother's mother was raised on bread and butter, mapping those streets in the creases of her palm. The fathers converged on the bars and prepared for the coming of the Glimmer Man. We won't shed no tears for the good old days, but for talk's sake we can mourn them in a song. And the truth be told, they were made us so. I say God bless you, and bless all that belong to thee. Won't you meet me down by the pork factory houses, where all the bicycles they are traveling in unison? Yeah, with the latches forever left on every door. Keep your eyes peeled for them peelers in the dark, man. Yeah, we had love, not money, and to those that stung me, I would greet them all with the tipping of my cap. So let us skip and go to a picture show in the picture house where navvies and the banshees roll. Ha! We won't shed no tears for the good old days, but for talk's sake we can mourn them in a song. And the truth be told, they were made us so. I'll say God bless you, and bless all that belong to thee, and bless all that belong to thee. Oh, God bless all that belong to thee. God bless you. Thank you. You know, I was out there about 15 minutes before he came in to play, standing beside the bridge, doing the old vocal warm-ups, you know, and bats started coming at me. The voice, you know, with the sonar, I was trying to put them off course, you know. It's beautiful. This song is about getting ready for summer in a late night pharmacy, or a back alley chemist, or a side street druggist. It's full of euphemisms, this song, so it's open to interpretation, you know. It's called Nazareth House. I was getting ready for summer in a late night pharmacy. Oh, when a person of interest came and asked me to dance, and for fear of being made out into something I am not, yeah, well, I took up his offer and skipped on into the night, past the semi-conscious streets that dare not speak ill of the disillusioned youth in second-hand suits, or the God-fearing husband too afraid to go home, to the wife with the knife, for he is Caesar and she is Rome. Come with me. Past the pillars of hand-chiseled stone, standing guard by the untouchable throne, smugly spit, look here, the dog with his precious bone. Well, not tonight, kid, you're drunk, go home. Ah, not tonight, kid, you're drunk, go home. Ah, not tonight, kid, you're drunk, go home. Now, not tonight, kid, you're drunk, go home. But yeah, I've no home to go to. Sure, I've no home to go to. Sure, I've no home to go to. Sure, I've no home to go to. No, not tonight, kid, you're drunk, go home. No, not tonight, kid, you're drunk, go home. No, not tonight, kid, you're drunk, go home. Not tonight, kid, you are drunk. Go home. I'd say one or two of you have heard that a few times in your lives. Go home, you're drunk.
The one I heard was take me drunk, I'm home.
You're going out the same way you come in. No, hold on. You're going out the same way you come in. This is a song about unrequited love. Inspired by a magical few days in Blessington in County Wicklow last year on a festival called Knockin' Stockin'. And a chance encounter at that festival and the ensuing days after that in Dublin. It was called Eastern Lights. In my twisted arms you fell asleep, As the cathedral bells rang out over the chimney pots of Harcourt Street, I watched the dribs and drams attending masses, those genuflecting hands are polishing their reading glasses. Watched you sleeping as evening turned to night, but in the morning you left me traveling to Cambodia. So long, little darling, we'll meet again on the road. I heard through a friend of a friend you were dancing in a multicultural burlesque show. Ah, well, here's to you, my love. Those Eastern nights still take some beating, but my drunken professions of love, they didn't stop you from leaving. Those Eastern nights, they left me bitter, and for love nor money, you'd stay with me, honey. For love nor money, you'd stay with me. For love nor money, you'd stay with me, honey. And for love nor money, you'd stay. By the burnt dead barber shop I in my keep, pouring my guts out in story and song for the working classes, I was dead on my feet. Then you appeared out of nowhere with a reassuring smile. I'm in a damn bachelor's walk. I swore that I'd put your past to one side. I will here's to you, my love. Those Eastern nights still take some beating. Your collection of beautiful lies, I eat them up and give thanks for inspiring this spieling. Those Eastern nights, they left me bitter, and for love nor money, you'd stay with me, honey. For love nor money, you'd stay with me. For love nor money, you'd stay with me, honey. And for love nor money, you'd stay. Thank you. Thanks very much. She never did come back from Cambodia in the end. She's still there. Dancing in a burlesque show, apparently. And I said, you know, stay, I'll marry you. This next song is called Rip Your Eyes From Your Phone, so I don't want to see any phones out during the phones. This next song. I'm only messing. One, two, three, bus brought me there. Red brick upon red brick, frostbitten stone. Wasted youth use their bodies as currency. Oh, the busy fools, they are losing money fast. To save my boots while addressing the gathering. I stood on a fruit box on the cracked tarmac road. From my trousers I unraveled a road map to the soul I had scribbled on a crumpled receipt. Then I discreetly began to repeat. I do decree I'm in need of a partner to dance the slow dance with true forgotten heart, but not too big, not too short, and not too tall. Oh, won't you please rip your eyes from your phone? I am bored now of being alone. If you're out there, make yourself known. I headed west, I took all I could handle, and in a lonely church I lit a red candle. Not for divine intervention or some desperate intention, I just find comfort in a flickering flame. In the coal yard, no, it wouldn't be long. You can wash away all of the wrongs, and I would immortalize you in a song. The likes of you pay no heed to that game, and so there was nothing that even rhymes with your name. I do decree I'm in need of a partner to dance the slow dance with true forgotten heart, but not too big, not too short, and not too tall. Yeah, you please rip your eyes from your phone. I am bored now, being alone. If you're out there, make yourself known. But I know what I'm like in the morning, with my eyes hanging out of my head. It's paranoia that prevents me from calling. I held your tongue now, you're making me yawn. So ain't it obvious? I love you. Come on! I do decree I'm in need of a partner to dance the slow dance with true forgotten heart, but not too big, not too short, and not too tall. Yeah, will you please rip your eyes from your phone? I am bored now, being alone. If you're out there, make yourself known. Da-da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Da-da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Da-da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Da-da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Lend me your voices. Da-da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Lend me your voices. Da-da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Beautiful. Lend me your voice. Da-da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Da-da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. We do it in unison. It's much better. You know what it is, you know? You know, we're all in this together and you know it. We're all in this together and you know it. Let's go for it again. Da-da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Da-da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. God. Da-da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Da-da-dee-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Give yourselves a round of applause. Fair play to you. Thank you. This next song is for all the fathers of the lost sons and unholy ghosts. And I wrote this in London about 2 months ago. It's called Unholy Ghosts. I was gifted a book by somebody who loved me, but a man who got even with God. Sat in hyperactive London's cold central station, the city began sleeping like a dog. Then a tramp with one eye placed his hand on my thigh. I said, hold it, pick a window where you're leaving. Oh, do forgive me, he sighed, I was a fan in my prime. He must have thought I was somebody else. It's to the fathers of the lost sons and the unholy ghosts. It's the ones that seem destined to get left behind interest me the most. I am the prodigal son, resting his head on the drum that was carried to the welcoming parade. And I'd give all I have, I would give all I have. Strip me bare, have me washed in the rains. On a street you've never heard of, there's a wooden piano on its last legs in a last chance saloon. It is manned by a drunkard who is dripping with poetry, sitting stupefied, nailed to a stool. The man catches my gaze, then produces this page from his waistcoat with a slip disc smile. Look, boy, here is my last known correspondence with Christ. I tried to read it, but my glasses were filthy. It's to the fathers of the lost son and the unholy ghosts. It's the ones that seem destined to get left behind interest me the most. I am the prodigal son, resting his head on the drum that was carried to the welcoming parade. And I'd give all I have, I would give all I have. Strip me bare, have me washed in the rain. Past the government housing, right off Donaldson Road, open collars and open hearts. They swap anorexic lyrics for pyrotechnic rhymes as car lights knife their way through the dark. Then this feeling persists. We as people exist in a state of anticipation. You know it comes at a cost, or so the great unwashed have informed me, and I tend to believe them these days. It's to the fathers of the lost son and the unholy ghosts. It's the ones that seem destined to get left behind interest me the most. I am the prodigal son, resting his head on the drum that was carried to the welcoming parade. And I'd give all I have, I would 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 give all I have. Strip me bare, have me washed in the rain. Or something freeing like that anyway. I was gifted a book by somebody who loved me, but a man who got even with God. Good amigo. Thank you. This next song is called the Friary, but I think I might change it to the Priory. Seems to where I am, no? Seems appropriate. I've never actually heard of that. That wonderful place up the road there. It's magical. This song is called The Friary, and it's about growing up in a small town with a best friend. The best friend gets sent away, and you're longing for those days of childhood innocence once more. Memories of Rizzler Green floating down your sofa scenes. We're so happy, happy as Larry, flicking ash into a glass. A friend or foe from recent past, you ignite me. Traffic lights invite me, floating down your street, dodging bottles as we seek out a face in the rain. He says he's out of the game. He was a lovable rogue, never did what he's told. The same fella went to school in the Della. From Boyle O'Reilly, yeah, you march right beside me. Yeah, man, you took a vacation, no sleep deprivation. They let you out on probation. So meet me at the station when you find me. Come on and find me. See you at the Friday. Know you want to name me. See you at the Friday. No, you won't deny me, no. Sure you won't, you said you would say, oh. You see all them ladies of the night. They're all polishing their knives and they dwell in the alleys and seek out the scallies, hopelessly in love with the working man's drug. Yes, I stumble as I amble and through the disappearing bramble. The cobble and the stone, the thatched roofs upon the homes derelict in Seatown. The relics of my old town, the singing of two kids running to the China Bridge wakes me from my slumber. I wander from Boyle O'Reilly. Yeah, I am march right beside me. Took a vacation, no sleep deprivation. They let you out on probation. So meet me at the station when you find me. Come on and find me. See you at the Friary. Know you want to name me. See you at the Friday. Do you want to name it? Yeah, I'm gonna see you at the Friday. No, 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 no. I'll see you at the Friday. No, you won't deny me, no. Sure you won't, you said you wouldn't say you won't. Yeah. Thank you. This song, continuing with the theme, is an ode to youth. And it's about Dundalk. And this was the first proper song that I wrote when I was about 14 or 15. And it's called El Paso, which used to be a derogatory term maybe in the 70s, you know, for Dundalk. But those days are gone, thankfully, and it seems to be a term of endearment, especially for people living abroad, you know. So El Paso can be anyone's hometown, you know, that they're longing to get back to. So. I was told long ago that you learn more on a building site than you would in school. I don't know who stood up in El Paso. Friday nights, the floodlights, you'd hear us roar. Sing the time till we die, then our throats went sore. We've grown on the road to El Paso. Photographs on your mantelpiece, they fade. Sitting at some bus stop in the pouring rain. In your mind, things that you've seen. Leather shoes on the other foot, how does that fade? If you wanna go, I'll take you there. I'll feel the rain on your face. In the morning air, let's go back. Take me back to El Paso. Go around with your tie and your briefcase, with a look on your face like I'm a waste of space. Take me back to my El Paso. Oh, take a walk. Take a walk down the Echo Road. I'll be waiting. Don't you know I'll be waiting? And if you wanna go, I'll take you there. I'll feel the rain on your face. In the morning air, let's go back. Take me back to El Paso. You go around with your tie and your briefcase, with a look on your face like I'm a waste of space. Take me back, take me back. Take me back, let's go back to El Paso. To El Paso, to my El Paso.
Come on, David!
Fair play, please. Thank you.
I love loud.
This next song is called Young Boy Leaves Home. The opening line of this song was inspired by years ago in my grandfather's house. My uncle used to have this big shock of wavy curly hair, and I idolised them, you know. And one afternoon I was scurrying around the upstairs, and he came out of his bedroom and he just shaved it all off, you know, at a moment of madness, you know. Or maybe clarity, who knows, but scared the shite out of me anyway. And it inspired the opening lines of this song. But he's not getting credit for the rest of it. He shaved all his hair off one spring afternoon. He was beginning to resemble a martyr. I knew that luck is desperately needed, he thought. I think I'm slowly becoming my father. So he pulled on his best pair of corduroy jeans, and he dampened his face with cold water. And saluting a poster of Jean-Luc Godard, He set off to find Socrates' daughter. Had she remembered all the tricks he had taught her? For I've wasted good years in these paranoid courts, overseen by a rabble of queens, who in spite of their bourgeoisie background spend each morning on cold bloody knee. For the emperor's still wearing his suit of no clothes, yet his cohorts, they swear he wears armor. I thank Christ I escaped, for the good or the great, from the clutches of the spirit embalmers, and the whistlings of the weary snake charmers. For do you know, I have witnessed a rivalry. There are ghostly forms living inside of me, while Emmanuel's tinkling on the ivories. And I wrote and I write of what I've seen, spilling words from an inkwell of dreams on a canvas of silence, it seems. Quite bizarre, though I'll continue to write. Quite bizarre, yet I'll continue to write. In a relic-like raincoat by the Salvation Army, Baudelaire gives our boy some advice. But he was busy removing his wristwatch, paid no heed to this ode for blind mice. Then a child holding a feather waved a handwritten letter from St. Peter right under his nose, claiming all would be forgiven if he denounced the heavy living. So what would I do in the heavens of gold? I make my living from poetry and prose, walking through wastelands with Yeats and Rambo. Send no word, send no word. Do you know, I have witnessed a rivalry. There are ghostly forms living inside of me, while Emmanuel's tinkling on the ivory. And I wrote and I write of what I've seen, spilling words from the inkwell of dreams on a canvas of silence, it seems. Quite bizarre, though I'll continue to write. Quite bizarre, yet I'll continue to write. Quite bizarre, though I'll continue to write. For when push comes to shove, it's all I have. Thank you. We have time for a couple more, don't we? Yeah. This song is called The Bike Sheds. And the bike sheds for me, I was in the Christian Brothers, great brick upon great brick. But the bike sheds was like cheering an oak, you know, because every year a different generation would come through the bike sheds. And nobody ever grew old, you know, because of that. And it was all young love and underage smoking. You know, so I found something quite appealing about that. But this song is called The Bike Sheds. There's a part in this, you might oblige me again and lend me your voices. And just tell her I was asking for her. So I'll give you plenty of time, don't worry. I won't spring it upon you. This borderland goes hand in hand with spinning yarns and breaking arms. It's got a certain charm. Rap up on your door to join on a chore. Open yourself up, take a sip from the sup cup. Tie the tips of your lace up. I will paint rainbows and puddles of petrol for you. Dissipate those troubles should you ask me to. Ask me to. I'll throw the penny back and go out like a fire smothered in slack. It's like a painting we were told to stay away, but innocence will disregard this stain, where trembling hands can fly away. I'll meet you at the bike sheds on a sunny day. Who's the fiend who sows the seed and slams the door, never to be seen or heard no more? Am I the fool on the pedestal who sails seas of bricks and mortar, even though I hate the water? I adore the smell of rain. Those heavy droplets, they quench the grain. I will paint rainbows in puddles of petrol for you. Dissipate those troubles should you ask me to. Go on, ask me to. I'll throw the penny back and go out like a fire smothered in slack. Alright, give us a hand with this party. Tell her I was asking for her. 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 Look where we are, come on. Tell her I was asking for her. Tell her I was asking for her. Beautiful. Tell her I was asking for her. Yeah, tell her I was asking for her. It's like a painting. Now we were told to stay away, but innocence will disregard this stain, where skin and bone can call their home, and jukes and crooks can read their books. Where teddy boys play with their toys, and April fools break all the rules. Oh, talk is king and your money is cheap. Oh, whispers pass from cheek to ear to cheek, where Salinger takes in the air, telling stories from his rocking chair, where trembling hands can fly away. I'll meet you at the bike shed on a sunny day. Thank you. Such a setting to be playing music in. It's absolutely beautiful. Just credit to everybody involved. And get a round of applause for all the guys who are putting this on, please, and bringing us all together here. Shut up. I heard there's a party back in the Red Shed after this. I don't know about that, but you're all invited. I suppose I'll leave you with this song. I wrote this when I was living in Liverpool some years back. I moved to Liverpool on a whim when I was 19, just to get some life experience, you know. Hadn't been outside Dundalk. Well, I was in Lourdes, but wasn't exactly, you know, I wanted to go to streets where more crimes were committed, you know what I mean? There's a fair share of that in Lourdes as well, actually, but I got a one-way ticket on the ferry and went to Liverpool without saying anything to anyone, and ended up staying for 6 months just busking outside the Cavern Club, and I got a job. But these two homeless men, they befriended me, and they educated me about life and empathy and poetry and music. And this song was written for them. And it's called A Beggar to a Beggar Cried. Thank you all for being so receptive. I really appreciate it. And Liam and Sarah and everybody, thank you so much for having me. Coming from the cold, and so I'm told, if you lay your heart, it becomes your home, man. You say one thing and then I'll do the other. Coming from the cold, and so I'm told, if you lay your heart, it becomes your home. You say one thing and I'll do the other. Those people leave me like it's a removal. Still the dogs bark their disapproval. You say one thing and I'll do the other. A beggar to a beggar cried, I'll place 2 coins on your dead eyes, and I'll grieve the passing of a saint, for circumstance left our lives short and sweet. And I get yourself off them streets. Yeah, from left to right, we'd hop and bounce from wall to wall in this council house. You say one thing and I'll do the other. Most people leave like it's a removal. Still the dogs bark their disapproval. You say one thing and I'll do the other. A beggar to a beggar cried, sure in no time, man, we'll be wind and we'll be down for. Had we chose the righteous road, we'd sure the end of it. They were down and out, man, there's no doubt. Well, don't you know there's no doubt, there is no doubt, there can be no doubt. One man to the other. The pebbles you kicked from the houses did fall and did flow. The pebbles you kicked from the houses did fall and did flow. The pebbles you kicked from the houses did fall and did flow. The pebbles you kicked from the houses did fall and did flow. Yeah, the pebbles you kicked from the houses did fall and did flow. The pebbles you kicked from the houses, they would fall and then they would flow. The pebbles you kicked from the houses, they'd fall and flow. Kick your heels in the clouds, man, you better run that road. A beggar to a beggar cried, a place 2 coins of your dead eyes, and I grieve the passing of a saint, for circumstance left our lives, oh, left our lives short and sweet. Short, left them sweet. Romo, thank you very much. there's no pressure now, like, you know. You have his now, you're here now, there's no escape, you know.
You're locked in. You're in trouble now.
What are you whispering there at the back?
Come on, give it up for there, Keenan. Come on.
Your toothbrush, yeah. It's in the back of the oak there, Aidan, isn't it? It's in the back. Matron. This song was about a character my grandfather told me about from the 50s, and his name was Lightning Brown. And he went to England on trial. He wasn't on trial for anything, he was like for football, you know. And but he ended up in Dundalk holding court with a bottle of wine in one hand and regaling passers-by with his tales of his glory days, you know. He didn't get the right hands dealt to him. But this song's for him wherever he may be. Lightning Brown was the fastest man in town. He could have taken the whole wide world, but he was a home bird. And the two sides, two big trench coat he picks, cigarette butts are from the cold, damp ground. Like some of them will be seen again on the corner of Wrightson's Lane, holding court. And who here could lace the boots of Lightning Brown? Lace the boots of Lightning Brown. Lace the boots of Lightning Brown. Who here could lace the boots of Lightning Brown? Lace the boots of Lightning Brown. Oh, yeah, lace the boots of Lightning Brown. If you could only catch her. Lightning Brown was fastest man in town, whispering hello, China. Yeah, when you saw me in pain, oh please, man. I used to be a good time, Charlie. But these old legs, they're letting me down. I want you to raise your glass to Lightning Brown, raise them up. Who could lace the boots of Lightning Brown? Lace the boots of Lightning Brown. Lace the boots of Lightning Brown. Who could lace the boots of Lightning Brown? Lace the boots of Lightning Brown. Oh, you lace the boots of Lightning Brown. You can only catch it. If you could only catch him. forgot to play this one as well, so I'll give you this for the road. This song, think behind this was, what if Adam met Eve in some backstreet hotel instead of the Garden of Eden, you know? I'm finishing on a biblical note. This song is called Hotel Eden. And thank you once more, I really appreciate it. Slipping off my old rain-sodden shoes that were ready to talk, requesting early redundancy. A rogue in around the sweet shop, he smiled a one-worn smile. But then he handed me a quarter of cough drops, and I felt ready to take on the storm. Oh, well, let's offer some loving and healing to where a dead poet's words could be swapped for a feeding. Well, let's offer some loving and healing to where Adam met Eve through the side door of the Hotel Eden. To where Adam met Eve through the side door of the Hotel Eden. Ah, but you know I'm beyond contented in this blue waxy old chair, just with a bad cup of coffee that is nursing all my wounds. I'm alive with a new sense of humor and hope. I've informed the shop steward and handed back the old rope. Said my goodbyes to little boy blue, and to the angel in the Oxfam dress. And as I breathe in all the secrets of night, plastic bags, they all shake like tambourines. Like tambourines, like tambourines, like tambourines. Yeah, well, it's all for some loving and healing, to where a dead poet's words can't be swapped for a feeding. Yeah, well, it's all for some love and I'd heed it till where Adam met Eve through the side door of the Hotel Eden. Till where Adam met Eve through the side door of the Hotel Eden. Yeah, Adam met Eve through the side door of the Hotel Eden. It's where Adam met Eve to the side door of the Hotel Eden. Fair play to you. Thank you very much. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Lads, that was fantastic, I have to say. Can you just give them a round of applause? I shouldn't make comparisons to musicians, but for me as a 50-year-old musician, I could hear Paolo Nutini, I could hear Tom Waits, I could hear John Martin and all that, and his lyrics were just fantastic, and his delivery and his personality. I think one more round of applause. Thanks, Dave. And happy birthday to Aidan, the manager again. Yeah, bye you. We're trying to convince them to stay down for the night, but they're on the herbal tea, and they have to be up for yoga in the morning at 8:30. But we might convince them to stay if we can. Anyway, he said there's a party in the Red Shed tonight. There actually isn't. The party is right here in this beautiful building. So you're more than welcome to stay. We're going to have guitars, sing songs, finish your wine. We're going to stay here for the evening. A couple of things before I let you chat. Thanks a million to Leon Kaminska and Sarah McNally, Market Kitchen, for their. Yaja, what did you say to tell them? For their what? Yaja gave me a good sentence and I forgot it. Okay, for their cooking and their creative catering and their labour of love. Will that do? Okay. Thanks a million. And lads, thanks to each and every one of you. I know you hound you all for tickets, and thanks very much to you all for coming, because if nobody here, nobody be here, and that's a double positive. So we're going to stick around for a while, we'll put on some music, and lads, thanks a million, thanks to Dave, and thanks to Aidan, and thanks to you all, and have a good night. Thank you.